that was the customization videos. We're bringing on Charlie Black back, and he's getting a pillow for himself, so he's nice and comfy. You ready to take a seat and enjoy some relaxation at the same time? Or you enjoy just roaming around America?
We'll roam around
What
once
did you
again.
think about the American finals we just saw then?
Pretty close, but again, New York wins.
See, we almost expected it, but that draw from the first map, that really had me going. But you're back on stage with us. We've got your team already here. Where are we driving to next? Who won the vote?
All right, so it was a tough call, but Pikes Peak actually won the vote. So we can actually jump straight into the free ride. So the guys are actually roaming the playground. They're approaching Pikes Peak. They are currently driving in a circuit tuning spec. So here we can see Freya with the Lamborghini.
And look at that impressive back wing
So
on it.
You see he has wheel spin in high gears as well. There's a lot of power, the Lamborghini.
And how easy is it to control these cars? Because I'm guessing these are some extremely powerful and fast cars.
Yeah, they are actually the most powerful cars in the game, and they have exited the main road, and I think they are now climbing up Pikes Peak, or at least approaching
Midwest
it.
Pikes Peak we're getting to right now. And look at this, more great scenery. We can see on the screen a little bit there to the top left. You can see kind of the way the sun's coming in and showing us a bit of the reflection there.
I like the look of that Lamborghini spec. It's really
So here they
cool.
are triggering a skill challenge on the way.
Ooh.
This one is the race line challenge that
See.
requires you to stay
On the
to
line.
follow the line as fast as possible. So those guys.
And with
are
cars
having a
like
bit
that, it's not going to be easy at all.
Exactly. So you see, it's an interesting choice. Freya is switching to the cockpit view. Maybe he wants to be lower to the ground, as low to the ground as possible.
so we get a more realistic perspective on the road, because he was playing in third person so far.
So
He did
silver
get
medal,
silver.
not bad.
Yes.
Not bad considering they're off-road
But
with
I
some
think he
extremely
focused-
fast cars.
He focused so much on the skill that he actually lost his friend, who are quite ahead. Because those guys are also having a bit of, friendly competition between themselves.
Yeah,
So
who,
this is
who's
actually-
got the most skill?
This is actually no mission that we've created for them, but this is something that the crew allows. It basically enables you to create your own challenges, with your friends. So you can say, all right, let's just set a waypoint and have a race to the top of the mountain.
Oh, nice. So you could just create your own races throughout this as well.
Exactly.
You can see how tense they are. Look,
Yeah, they are all so
They're so
focused right
focused.
now, guys. It's like, I'm going to win this.
So, although it's Pikes Peak, we are nice people at Ivory Tower, so we made it so that they can't actually fall off the cliff.
Yeah, smash through that wooden barrier there. You'd have a long way to come back up, wouldn't you? And the speeds they're going is crazy right now.
Yeah.
What are the top speeds of some of these cars?
Oh, I think you can go over 300. Am
Wow.
I right?
yeah, probably a lot
He's getting
faster.
some nods.
I'm getting some nods. It's probably the right number.
And I'm just sat here like with my mouth open looking at the scenery going, this is just fantastic.
All right, so Ukraine is currently in the lead. It seems. They're actually on the right hand side of the screen. You can see like some beep popping in the up on the minimap. So that basically indicates that there's what we call a data station nearby. So those data station are basically whoa!
Oh no! Wow. What kind of driving was that?
Come on!
I think they're pushing it a little bit too hard with the speed there. That was that was just crazy. Oh god.
Alright, so now they reached the top of the mountain. I guess they're gonna have a race down the hill. But
nice.
they are currently changing to a dirt vehicle. So again, they are using that smartphone that we talked about earlier. It enables you to switch from one car to another on the go.
And see, I'm really indecisive. I'd be like, oh, I want to play dirt, then I want to play street. This is fantastic. I just love to be the opportunity to just constantly swap out.
But I want to know, can you change dirt spec to street spec on the same car? with the telephone app.
Yeah, of course.
You can do that
yeah,
too.
you can do it. Actually, it's
If you have 5 specs, you can change them all.
exactly. So you have to imagine that is a remote access to your car collection. So when you are in your garage and you have all your cars at hand when you're actually also out driving and roaming the playground.
Cool. We're watching them doing the speed and following that track once again. Race line skill 14, and some of them are really difficult.
So
So you see, the ribbon goes so thin that it gets really hard to stay on it, and especially when you're driving those, dirt vehicles that we have. So we know how drifty they can be.
They slide a lot. Is
Yeah.
it the same as with the ports you can drive to, that the line becomes thinner as long as you stay on it?
Exactly. So as long as you stay on it,
So it's dynamic.
exactly. So the lane becomes thinner and thinner, but also the multiplier for your score gets higher and higher. So it's a classic risk versus reward mechanic that we have here.
And
That's
it
very
just
cool.
it pushes you to kind of challenge yourself as well as others each time, and just another great skill that you can keep trying to advance your own skills and customize yourself more.
So here you can see a little bit of the wildlife that we have in the crew.
Looking at that controller skill.
Yeah.
Do you play yourself in a third-person view? Or?
I do enjoy the third-person view, quite a lot, because I also switch to bumper view when I'm doing some slalom, because it enables me to know if I'm hitting that pole right or if I'm just completely going to miss it.
It's so funny about the slalom. I've done some skiing, and I could actually use some techniques of that by driving. It's exactly the same mechanics. Really.
And we are actually, while we are talking about like the different views that we have in the game, we run a lot of playtests, obviously, for the crew, and it's actually one of the first driving game that we had at Ubisoft, where players constantly change their perspective based on what they are doing, and the diversity and challenges that we have basically requires you to be more adaptable.
We're getting a nice cockpit view on
the
Freya here of that
cockpit.
beamer.
I also like the fact that you don't have placed a wobbly head in it and just keep it steady like that. Some games have head pinning, and you
Like this
you get
wobble heads.
seasick, but
So
just
here you can see Freya. He's racing, so he's triggered yet another race line skill, and he's racing against like a ghost left by another player. That player, I must say, was pretty good.
Spinning
can,
out a little bit so much there. It's so hard to control.
and you can pick your own ghost where you want to compete against.
Yeah, exactly. So the ghost system. So here the ghost disappears as the skill challenge ends. So the ghost system, as Chris was saying, actually enables you to choose who you want to compete against asynchronously. So it can be yourself, one of your friends, or maybe the world record. And now we're going to go and do some PvP races. So as I was, telling you, we
Nice.
are currently live at Los Angeles, where we show a lot of PvP,
Yeah.
crew versus crew. And since I know some of you may not be able to travel to Los Angeles this year, we've decided to to bring Los Angeles to you.
Oh, and see, last time you were voting with Freya, I went with Matt Damon, and we saw some interesting, interesting
I'm
battles
going
here.
with Freya,
Oh, you're still going
I'm
with
still
Freya?
going with
Well,
Freya.
I'm still going to go with Matt Damon. So, Matt, do me proud. Beat Freya. I want to see some bad tactics.
So
and
I think the first race we're going to see takes place in Yosemite
nice.
National Park. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the case.
We're just having a little choose now, I believe it is.
So now they are in the PvP lobby, and they are actually choosing the first race. So
This
it's
is a good
actually going to be
opportunity for people
Big
to see the
Shore.
lobby.
It seems it's going to be Big Shore. That one is quite interesting as well.
And this is nice for people to see how the PvP lobby works. Look how easy that was to set up. That was done in just a matter of seconds.
And you can also scroll through the different, players to see what type of cars they are driving. So I don't know who we are on. Oh, Freya, can you scroll through the different play cards? Oh no, they're actually choosing their vehicles right now.
And we can see their ranks there, can't we? So we got Freya's actually third. So he's a lot further ahead than the rest of them at the moment.
Some nice cutscenes.
Battle at Big Sur.
I believe that's Spanish, but I don't know how you pronounce it.
No. I would have to check. It's all these pronunciations we got to get. Oh, look at this. This is nice.
That's an alternative racing line there.
Yeah. Create your own line.
He was jumping straight from the cliff.
So we can see they're going to all get set up now, and this is going to be just like what you've been seeing from the crew battles, guys. This is a PvP race, this time with our developers here, all in-house for you.
So that's one very interesting because you start on the road, but you're going to see that it's going to get a little tricky when they take the dirt tracks.
And look at that already.
Oh,
Freya's just pushing his competition out the way there. They're all having a little laugh to each other right now, and they're literally just bullying each other off the track as it is.
That was a classic fishtail there.
And Freya's gaining
So
on
here
the
there
man in
is
front of him.
There is a very interesting shortcut. I don't know if someone is going to try that one.
Roadblock.
Did someone go straight through that roadblock?
Hard turn on the left. Freya is my man. Taking the lead.
Matt Damon, you need to
Please
do
don't
better.
choke. I'm betting my money on you.
Matt Damon's currently in third. Come on, you gotta push a little bit harder for me.
And he almost jumped past him because he
Oh.
used the nitro on the right timing.
But Ukraine doesn't want to let go. He's actually fighting back. And there
Oh,
are
look at that! Landed right on top of him. And look at this, they're boxing him in.
And here you can see that they probably have played that race quite a few times because they know exactly what shortcuts they can take. And I believe Freya is about to take it home.
Oh, Matt Damon though, he's pushing into second. I want to see him push out Freya, but that finish line is so close. There we go. You can have that
Nice
one,
one,
Charlie.
Freya.
Well done, Freya. I don't agree you should have won though.
That
Matt
was
Damon.
a nice demonstration of driving skills as well. Thank you.
Yeah, and that gave us another opportunity to see. Look at that PvP event finished first. Car not looking so good though, looking pretty beat up after that little rugged race there.
It's so nice you can do the real sharp driving where you have to be precise, and in an instant you can do a different race and you can be completely crazy, drive through bushes, drive from cliffs. It has so much in it. I'm really looking forward to this one.
I just love the little scrapes and battles you see between each of them as well, like a bit of unorthodox racing style thrown in there at the same time. So what are we going to see next, Charlie?
You know what? At this point, I don't know.
Okay. We're leaving
I'm
up to
actually
your guys
following
to
their
decide.
lead. Keys to Little Havana. So
Ooh,
that one
nice.
takes place in Miami, and it's a pretty cool race.
So, we're gonna
So
go
it's
get
actually
warmed
going to
up.
be starting off the Keys,
Yeah.
that we visited a few minutes earlier, and it's gonna head to downtown Miami.
Shouldn't take too long to get all that.
No, of course.
the
I've-
PvP screen ready.
I've driven around a lot in Miami. I liked it. It just
As we were saying before, it's really like just driving around the actual,
yes.
actual
think-
places.
We see a lot of action right now, but I know a lot of players who will go for a cruise most of the
Yeah.
time, because that's what they have done before. But I think the challenges are so good that they will be tempted to do that as well.
Yeah,
I really hope
definitely.
they will. So I like that too. So it's also the best way to upgrade your car, because you will unlock a lot more fast when you follow the storyline actually.
Yeah.
And you need all the specs, so that's the best way to go. But cruising in the crew will be from another dimension.
Definitely. And look at this. Another cinematic coming in for the Keys to Havana. And,
Beautiful
yeah,
sunset.
palm trees in the background. Don't we all wish we were there?
I love that skyline.
There's
Oh,
the
look
wire
at
line.
that.
Wireline circuit and perf spec.
Yeah, they're riding in perf spec. Whoa!
Oh,
Already playing
shunting
dirty.
him straight out the way. Freya nearly getting knocked off a little bit by the Ford, but he's speeding away. Look at that speed already.
And control. And look at that exhaust. It's so
He's going
nice.
so fast.
so well.
So yeah,
crafted.
Freya making the best out of it.
Yeah, he wasn't able to be bullied off the track at all this time. He's holding a nice tight line there.
Sometimes you just have to, to be passive.
Yeah, just be calm. You don't need to engage in the battles. They're gaining on Freya a little bit there, and you saw he looked in his rear view mirror, hit the nitro, and was
Look
like, "No,
at
you're not
that
catching me."
acceleration. That's so
Oh, the
blistering
muscle
fast.
car is actually
Woo!
coming back. Oh, Uchroni,
Massive.
boost in this straight line,
That
taking
was
advantage
insane.
of that
This is only
American
possible.
muscle.
This
Oh,
is
and
only
Freya's
possible
being
in the
bullied.
crew where a classic muscle can overtake a warrior.
Freya's gone from first to third right now.
Ooh, that's
Oh
nasty.
no, the American muscle was spun all the way out there just before he hit the checkpoint. And that's going to bring him all the way down to 4th place. And don't forget, guys, in just under half hour, we'll be having the final of the World Finals crew battles. And that's going to be between Denmark and New York. It's going to be DS Iraq versus a World Gamer Nation. Oh, and that Ford's swinging around,
tough
trying to take
competition.
out Freya. Spun out there. Matt Damon, though, currently winning for me, just being overtaken by Freya. Come on, Matt.
Oh, he was taking it too close there.
Messed that up just a little bit, and the finish line's in sight, and Freya is quite a way ahead. And there we go. He's already done it. They've boosted through. That was quite an interesting little race. I like that track. Very nice. Very nice.
Nice sunset.
So there, I think we are heading next to Yosemite. So it's going to be a totally different race that will be taking place in Yosemite National Park.
And Yosemite is it's a prominent location. Loads of people go around from around the world to go visit it, and it's such beautiful scenery as well.
That's my next, the next holidays I would take after E3 will probably be there.
Ah, see, this is what you're going to do, isn't it? You're going to be making all these locations and being like, I really want to go visit there.
Actually, why bother? I mean, I've already visited them in the crew.
It's pretty much the same, isn't it? So they'll be joining us back in the lobby very soon. They're going to get this all set up for us. And I'm loving how quick and easy it is for people to get this set up. It's not like you need to be, I need to wait and find people, or I need to do this. You just grab your friends, go in, find the race you want to play in, and sort out the PvP lobby.
It's as easy as it gets. It's actually at the press of a button, literally.
You took a lot of time and effort to make not just the gameplay fast, but also the way the menu operates. I like the cell phone pop-up and the way you can organize your race and the lobby. You really did a lot of research and development in that as well.
And actually, we're still tweaking, a few things to make it even easier for people to navigate through the map.
Yes.
Very nice. So always little tweaks. And this is what we were saying before. Is when we've been playing it, it's literally maybe every other day that we get a new update from you guys. We feel something that's changed just a little bit in game.
Yeah, we're reaching that stage, in the development process where we keep on, improving all those little details that we know will make the difference when the game is out there in the hands of the gamers.
Oh, and look at that from Yosemite.
It's almost photorealistic what you see there. You have to look twice to see the difference.
Definitely.
So that one is pretty much my favorite race in the game, I must say.
And look at these cars.
Those are the raid specs again, I think.
Yep, that's the
Yep.
raid spec.
So
Oh no, look at this carnage at the beginning.
You need to keep the raid spec really straight, because when you go too sideways, it's almost impossible to control.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Whoa, that's a huge
That's a nice
jump.
one.
and here they have to brake hard to take that turn across
Yeah.
the river.
I'm going to go find that jump now. I haven't seen that jump before.
It's a very sweet one.
You also got to be careful of the trees on top of all of this.
They've been playing this before, I think.
Whoa! Slam straight into the tree there. Use the back on track to get him into position once again.
One takes the
Freya
jump.
taking the jump.
Slowed him down a bit though.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that wasn't the wisest choice.
Sometimes jumping is better and sometimes not, but I prefer the jumps, I think.
It's a little bit more fun, isn't it?
Yes, I like it.
Just all of this landscape as we're traveling so fast.
all the time. You can be fast and you can have fun at the same time. I think that's very important. to enjoy yourself while you drive.
Definitely.
And that's what the crew is all about.
So Freya is tailing Matt Damon, currently in the lead.
Yes, Matt Damon. Yes.
I think, Matt Damon proved that, he was not someone to mess with.
He likes the aggressive, kind of off-roading a little bit, not always following the right track.
I think it takes a different type of skill to drive a race spec car really fast, especially with a controller. I'm amazed how they control it.
Have you had much experience with the raid spec?
I have done it a few times, but with a controller, for me it's very hard to do.
Yeah.
I need the wheel to.
So you love your wheels there.
I love my wheels. Yes, I think for me a driving game should always be played with a wheel. But I've seen some pretty skilled controller players as well. So it's.
So where are we heading to next, guys? Let's have a little look. We've got a big selection of maps to choose from.
Oh, that one is a classic.
Oh.
So we're going downtown Los Angeles, and we're
nice.
going to be driving in circuit vehicles.
Nice. We'll wait for him to get ready. Once again, you can see, look at the screen there. Event selection, initialization, car selection, and the launch screen. E3 down the drain.
It's really cool that you show that as well. So the players at home, the future players at home, they can't play it yet, but the future players at home can see how easy it is.
My heart goes with the Shelby GT500.
Yes, it's a nice car.
Who's racing in that?
E3 down the drain.
I believe that's Matt Damon, actually.
Yes, come on, Matt.
So I'm gonna have to change my mind.
Oh, you're changing halfway through. See, just because he won one race and now you want to go take him.
Look at that. The Lamborghini looks so good there.
And look at all these cars are right low to the ground there. Some proper nice sports cars. And this is a less of a scramble at the beginning, and more of just a speed race.
This is more about precision.
It's actually very technical.
Ooh, Freya there just scraping up against that wall.
You see the wheel spin.
Oh no, straight onto...
Do they play on
onto the
hardcore? Yes.
traffic.
They play on hardcore. That's one thing.
I don't think they are on
No?
hardcore mode.
A lot of wheel spin.
Freya currently in the lead though. See, look, you went for Matt Damon, Charlie, and look what's happened. Freya's currently in the lead. You've just jinxed my guy.
I love the way traffic can come into play during those PvP races.
Yeah, it causes a bit of a problem for these races at this speed.
Oh, and of course, I must say that that's something that is actually flexible. I mean, if you prefer racing, with no collisions and with no traffic, that's also something that will be possible in the crew.
Oh, nice. So you can have all the racing without any of the worry of oncoming traffic as well.
If you're like a purist
Yeah.
and you want to go for you want to hit the best curve, then that's something that you will also be able to do.
Well, that's great news, because I think a lot of people at home will be wondering the fact that obviously everything we're seeing at the moment, we're having to factor in the traffic. But if you can take that out, especially in the PvP races, that's going to be a bit nicer for some people, depending on their decision.
That makes for pure competition, but I must say I love the randomness that is brought by the traffic.
You have to have a little bit of randomness. It's nice to have. It's not just your pure driving skills. Oh, that's what can happen.
Only one car. That was enough.
And they can just catch you at the wrong time when you're traveling at almost 200 miles an hour. You really you can't do anything in that situation.
I wonder, how do you manage to get that one car every time exactly in your ideal driving line?
These cars are like, I know he's going to come.
I know, there must be a secret
evil
behind it.
programmers.
And look at this. This is some very famous Los Angeles I don't know what you'd call this part, but you always see it in the movies. And there we go. It looked like Freya took the win there. Matt Damon second.
You can recreate your own movie there.
Oh, U20.
And there we go. We can see them just finishing on that race
That was
for
cool.
us.
That was a cool race too.
Yeah, that was a nice race.
I liked that one.
I enjoyed Los Angeles there. I just love the bit when you're going through the city all the way down. That they were hitting nearly speeds of 200 miles an hour, just zooming down, and it gives you just a fantastic feel watching that. So I believe we're going to watch a couple more races from these guys, and we won't be long till we will bring you the World Finals. It's getting later. What's the time right now? It's 10 past 1 at the moment, so not as late as yesterday. We're still ready and raring to go. I'm looking forward to the World Finals.
I'm
So
really
it's going to be
looking
New
forward.
York versus
New York versus Copenhagen.
Oh god.
DS Rack versus
Classic
World
Europe
Game Nation.
versus America.
Yeah, big time. And I'm interested to see how it's all going to pan out, because I know the Danes are very cocky. They think they've got this in the bag, but we saw World Gamer Nation, and I really think they've got a good chance of pushing DS Rack to the limits.
Almost like lab rats, you know what I mean? They've been testing and evaluating every. It is an approach they are very successful with.
It's very interesting to hear, what Nicholas has to say and how they prepare towards that grand final.
Yeah.
It's a shame that we don't have the New York's perspective.
How do you find it, though, obviously working on the game and doing all these little tweaks to see these players come and use it? Are they doing things that you didn't even think of already?
Actually, it's when you design a game, you try to take into account all the different scenarios and approaches that players may have to a game. I must say the Danish guys have a quite impressive knowledge about it. I was actually impressed because they were actually limited in their progression.
Yeah.
To see how they had anticipated everything.
Yeah, they maxed out every aspect of it.
Exactly. They literally capped them cars to the highest level.
Yes.
That's what I used to do, by when I was an esports player, trying to get down to the smallest details that make a little small difference.
And remember, these aren't small prizes. We've got NVIDIA graphics cards. We've got full copies of the game when it's released. We've got Gunnar glasses. We've got Thrustmaster gear. And on top of that, the person who wins and becomes the world champion for the first ever Route 909 and the crew battles, what they're going to get is a trip to either PAX, which is the American event, or Gamescom, which is the German event. And that's a big, expensive prize, and that's a fantastic starting prize for our event. And you want to take it that seriously if you really want it, don't you? Like, you have to be looking through the maps like this.
I think it's almost a professional approach from the Danish team.
100%.
You can say that.
Definitely. And we're here now. Where are we exactly here, Charlie?
Oh, we are driving. So this one is called Sin City Showdown, and it's located obviously in Las Vegas.
You can kind of tell that straight away, can't you, from going around there?
The city of sins.
Oh yes. And Freya's comfortably in the lead again. And they're in their perf specs.
How beautifully this is lit at night.
At night, I haven't seen it at night before. That's.
Yeah, we've shown you Las Vegas during the daytime, but I think it's even more beautiful at night, where
with all
those casinos change totally.
Yeah, I like driving through the cities at night as well, because it just gives you a different perspective. Everything seems a little bit different, and obviously when you're driving around, you might not notice things in the same way. It's just a lot easier to see in the light.
It also makes for tougher races.
Yeah.
These are level 30 races, I think. For really.
Actually, it's a PvP one, so you can.
You can do it with lower level cars as well.
Yeah, of course.
Nice. So there's no limit to the levels of where you can take part in the PvP?
So actually the way it works is that you unlock different PvP lobbies as you progress through the narrative. So I must say this one is located in the west coast, so that's the last region that we have for the game.
Very nice. And look at that, that was a lot quicker of a race there from them all. And I think we've got time for a few more races. I know the guys on stream are probably enjoying this just as much as we are.
We can do a couple more races.
Yeah, definitely. We got any? What's your favorite race there, Charlie?
Always Yosemite.
Always
Definitely.
Yosemite.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, that big jump. I love the way it starts very slowly, and then you take that huge jump into the forest,
Yeah.
and it starts to get dirty.
So I really like the Los Angeles one now.
So you have like that huge jump, and then it basically it narrows down to that little road across the river. So that's usually when they start messing with each other.
Well, I think I'm definitely going to go to Yosemite and try that jump because I haven't used it before. So we'll see what speed we can get up there when I get home. And looks like we're going to Las Vegas again now.
No, I think we're going for
New York.
New York in New York lobby.
There we go. And all of these cutscenes as we come in, just showing off more of the visual graphics. Now, out of these guys, Charlie, who puts the most time into playing the races? Do you think?
I think they took it pretty seriously when we told them that they would actually go live.
Especially on stream, it's a bit of pressure for these guys.
So they also have to work on the game, obviously.
Yeah.
But they prepared for like 2 days in a row, playing those races again and again.
So they come well prepared here.
Definitely. And you have to. They can't be going on stream and just hitting every wall in existence.
They should know their own game, but I think even if you have developed this game...
Also, I think that's one that we actually see during the crew battles as well. So that's... Oh, no, that's different.
No,
that's
we
a
normally see
different
Windmill
race.
Valley. I think this is Nature Trail, isn't it?
Do you know instantly where we are in the map if you show the scenery?
I wouldn't. I could give it a try, and usually I would guess right, but on that, but then the people that work on the landscape would be better advised, to answer those questions.
They did a great job. I really liked it. We got the demonstration in Lyon in early April, and they showed how they made the landscaping and the object, and that was really cool to see. And I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's actually a big. That was actually a big technical and artistic challenge. So to create such a massive world and to have a lot of different ecosystems in it.
What is snail juices? we always see that. I've seen it on Windmill Valley as well.
You want to try it?
I'm gonna ask.
It sounds like an energy drink.
I think it makes you slow.
I think it's actually a pun on energy
slows you
drinks.
down.
Yeah, see.
It's
it's like a French one as well.
It's the
Snails.
opposite.
Your face, Charlie. See, I had to get that in there somehow. And Freya's just leading the way again. Matt Damon in second.
Look at that drift. Very nice. And remember, they played with controllers, so it's...
They're laughing amongst each other right now as well. They're definitely having a good battle to and fro here.
They're showing off now.
Yeah. Oi.
Nice. And immediately the nitros.
Yep. Just to save him to get on that straight. Bit of off-roading before getting back on there. And they're properly having a battle up there at the front.
Nice
Look at
traffic
Freya!
jam.
Oh! That was the best finish.
What?
Really.
Freya just snuck in at the last minute there. They literally threw their controllers down. They're all laughing
That was
erratically here. That was brilliant. Freya, did you actually win that in the end? Yes, he did. Freya came through last minute in between both of them who were battling it out for quite a little while towards that.
select you a raid spec off-road vehicle for this job. Get in. You see him yet?
Yeah, I see him.
Good. Now mess him up. Take him down fast.
What's the hurry?
Cops ought to hurry. This kind of job is best not to stick around, you feel me? Driven raid before?
Not for a while.
Don't be afraid to throw her around, hit the bumps, push her. This ride can take it. Now bust that fool up. You're losing him. That's it. Stay on. Are you done yet?
Troy, just let me finish this, then we can chat.
Are we done?
Yeah, he definitely got the message.
Nice. Nice. Later.
Alex, the local 510s will be there any minute. We need them on board to make this plan work. Remember, you're a V4 now.
Oh, it's good to have some 510 brass here. You want a race?
Always. Let's go.
Show them how a V4 drives, Alex. You're doing great, Alex.
I know.
This is not the impression you want to make, Alex.
Damn! You're doing pretty good here.
guys about Daria. My sister was deep in the 510 scene around here.
Understood.
You're doing great, Alex.
I know.
Almost home, driver guy.
Nice move, Speed 4.
The ink don't lie. I'm looking for a 510 used to race around here. Daria. You know her?
I don't. But I'll ask around.